Hey guys, in today's lesson video, I'm going to make a very requested video that a lot of my subscribers asked about. So I'm going to talk about how to release the golf club properly and not miss the golf ball off to the left. So what I want you guys to realize is that releasing the golf club, especially if you're an amateur golfer that slices the golf ball, whether it's because you come too much from the inside with the open club face or if you come over the top with the open club face, if you slice the golf ball, we have to add that supination, rotation, release. But in today's lesson video, I'm going to talk about the top 3 reasons why the golf ball misses off to the left for a right-handed golfer. And it's not because of a supinated release, because what we tend to feel is that if I have a supinated release from the face-on golf swing, if I have a supinated release right here, for example, even if I miss the golf ball to the left, like most amateur golfers do at first, it's gonna feel like we have a really good compression and it's gonna feel very effortless with this kind of frisbee throwing motion. But the reason why amateur golfers tend to miss the golf ball off to the left is because of these 3 reasons. The first reason is, if I grab a golf ball, if we get to the top of our backswing position, and when we're coming down, if I rotate my body, my upper body from the start, and come over the top of my upper body, from that position, as soon as I throw the golf club is going miles off to the left. So the first reason is because I'm rotating my upper body too soon from the start without the proper sequence. The proper sequence, just like my previous lesson videos, the proper sequence from the top of the backswing should be my upper body stays very quiet and my lower body rotates back to around my setup position. So it's going to feel like my back is kind of towards the target and I'm creating that little bit of that upper body and lower body separation. So the first mistake amateur golfers make that makes the golf ball miss to the left is because we're coming over the top with our upper body. The second reason is because our wrist does not supinate in this position right here, but our wrist works side to side. So whenever we have like a hit impulse of trying to make contact with the golf ball, that's when our wrist breaks down. So the easiest way to make the golf ball go left and for the club face to shut down, in my opinion, is if my wrist breaks down side to side. So if you look from the side view, if my wrist breaks off side to side, you can see that the club face very rapidly, very easily works off towards the left. So if I have a really good backswing, but coming down, if my wrist breaks off side to side, that's when my club head goes behind my hands and that's when the golf ball goes off to the left. So the first reason is because our upper body opens up from the start. The second reason is because our wrist moves side to side without that supinated release. And the third reason is because we actually tug our arms behind our body in this position right here. So from a really good top of the backswing, even if I get right into the slot from this position, if I tug my arms back behind my body, that's the third reason why we miss the golf ball off to the left. So if I show you guys, if I do all 3 of those mistakes at once, the golf ball is going to miss severely off to the left in this fashion right here. So if I have all 3 of those misses, my upper body rotating open, or if my wrist breaks down side to side, or if I tug my arms behind, or if I have all 3 of those all together, that's when the golf ball misses very far off to the left. So if I show you one more time, it's gonna look something like this. This is when we get the golf ball to miss off to the left. As we can see here with the tracer, it's gonna go miles off to the left. Because in my opinion, for amateur golfers, it's very hard to hook the golf ball without doing any of these 3 things. So what I recommend is if you're hooking the golf ball off to the left, I would see if you're doing any of these 3 things. You're gonna at least do one of these things. So for example, if I add that supinated release, but if I don't break down my wrist side to side, if I don't tug my arms behind, and if my upper body does not come over the top, then the club head is going to be on the outside part of my hands. So I'm going to really over exaggerate, and if I have a logo on my golf glove, I'm going to feel like the logo of the golf club is going to point towards the ground. But I'm going to make sure that the club is staying on the outside part of my hands in this position right here. So I really over exaggerated, and let's see how far the ball goes off to the left. It actually draws a little bit, overdrew, but it doesn't go far off to the left. So let me try one more time. It actually kind of started off to the right. So let me try one more time. I'm going to go very far off to the right and really release very hard. And you can see that the logo of my golf club is pointed towards the ground. And this one, it doesn't even move that far off to the left. So even the one I hit before, I might have tugged a little bit, but this one, I hit the golf ball off towards that 1 o'clock position, and I really, really over-exaggerated the release, and the golf ball didn't go to the left. So what we have to remember is that we're either doing one of those three things or all three of those together. So if you're missing the golf ball off to the left, it's not because of a supinated release. And if you're a golfer that slices the golf ball, it's because the club face is open, 100%. So if your club face is open, if you slice the golf ball, we have to add some of that supinated release. It might not be 100%, but you have to add some amount of supination throughout your release, because every single golfer on the PGA Tour, there was a study on this, every single golfer on the PGA Tour has some amount of supination. Even Dustin Johnson at the time when he was on the PGA Tour, with that very shut club face, had some amount of supination. So that's not why the golf ball goes off to the left. It's because we're doing one of those three nasty moves. So before I end this video, let me hit one more. I'm gonna try to really overdo the supinated release, but I'm not going to tug the golf club behind or break down my wrist. Let me hit one. Really, really try to release hard so I could show you guys on camera that the golf ball is not going to miss off to the left. So even this golf ball went well over 200 yards. So if you guys like the lesson video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And for in-person or online lessons, I'll leave all the information in the description below. And if you guys just try this out, if you're hooking the golf ball, it's not because you're supinating and releasing the golf club, it's because you're not releasing the golf club properly. Whether that's because of a big upper body move towards the target, or because your wrist breaks down, or you tug behind, or once again, if you do all three of those, we're going to hit a really nasty snap hook, pull hook off to the left. So if you guys like the lesson video, please like and subscribe. And if you guys want in-person or online lessons, please let me know through DM or through my Skillest app. Thanks guys.